Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the useless.
Wait. When do I come in?
You don't.
I
This
don't.
is
Okay.
my podcast.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Welcome back to the useless duo. The two most useless people in the world are right here talking to you on the first ever useless duo podcast.
Yeah.
And
Are we already starting?
yeah, this is it.
Oh, this is it.
This is what this is
it.
we're going.
Sure.
Yeah. Sit back, relax, and Judah's already going to sleep.
Yeah, but this calorie deficit's getting to me, guys.
If you guys don't know, me and Judah at the moment are on low calories. So how many calories are you allowed to eat today?
Oh wow, I don't know how much I got left, but I'm on like at 1650. 1650 is it?
Yeah, I think mine's similar. Mine's like 1600 and something as well.
Oh, did you bring your one
Yeah,
up?
I bring it up.
This guy
Yeah.
was on like 1300. I was like, gee, that's too extreme, my guy.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, like eating low calories, you're meant to be eating about 2,200 calories if you're a male a day, I think. And then it's like 2,000 calories if you're a female, like to maintain your weight. Like that's a healthy sort of thing. So when you're eating like 1,200 calories,
You're going a bit insane. No.
you
But,
like start walking around and feel like you're gonna faint every
Yeah.
2 seconds.
We're just gonna say that we're not health experts as well, guys. So don't take anything on board from what we're saying. 'Cause we literally just use Google.
Yeah.
Calorie deficit calculator.
Yeah, I just use an app, and I don't think it's meant to be healthy. Because if I said I wanted to lose 20 kgs in a week, it just tell me I'd had to eat like 200 calories, but it doesn't say if it's healthy or not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'd probably just like end up fainting, and it wouldn't be good. So don't use us as
Don't listen to us. But like the one I'm on is actually pretty good. Like I'm hitting my macros, my protein intake, and my carb intake as well. So my one, I don't feel like I'm gonna faint and stuff. But yeah, I feel like it's going good.
Yeah, see, my one, I'm not hitting the protein. I'm just eating, chocolate bar, 300 calories, and then that's me for the day.
Are you serious?
No, maybe.
Maybe no.
No, well, today I had two like little squares of Dream chocolate, right?
Oh yeah.
But that's 64 calories.
Just for two.
Yeah, just for two
little
squares.
ones.
Yeah.
What the?
But it's so nice. I love it. It's so nice.
Oh, okay.
But like that's like, you know, it's not bad when you think like two little bits of chocolate. You know, it's all right.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's probably better to eat like chicken than 2 bits of chocolate.
compared to what you were eating before, like it's way better. Like
Yeah.
the question,
The question that everyone wants to know.
like everyone wants to know.
The thing is, if Judah hangs out with any guy, no matter what the comments are, they are dating. They are dating.
I ship.
I shipped the Nick Sack Judax.
Bro, I literally just posted a video with me and you like the other day. Did you see the one that I was a start to?
Yeah,
and you were
yeah.
there. And then I just saw the comments that are like, "Oh, you guys back together? Are you shit?"
Oh, yeah,
And they're like,
I've
"Oh,
seen
shit,
those
you-"
too. But everything, well, we do sort of sometimes. I remember when I posted that thing, we're saying like, I love you or something, and I didn't want you to know and ruin our friendship. Like, we do like put it next level and like lead on our fans,
Yeah.
but the
But
real question.
But that one was for a social experiment.
Yeah, that
Hey.
was for a social experiment.
Oh, not social experiment. It was
Yeah.
actually for a social experiment.
Yeah, for the wasted show.
But then we ended up not doing it.
Yeah, we ended up not posting it. But that was crazy. It's crazy to see how things blow up on the internet.
Yes.
You know, like if it's anything, like it could be drama, it could be relationships. That's what the stuff people want to see these days on social media.
People like get so invested into your life, especially your love life. I feel like a lot. Even I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, David and Eliza. They were like my idol, and I was like keeping up with their life and stuff. But yes, people get like so invested into like our love life, and I feel like anything with me and you that has to do with it, everyone's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one actually knows if we're actually dating or not.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't know the actual answer unless they know us.
Yeah. But that's like the thing, like, when you look at drama on the internet, that's the stuff that blows up. Like Love Island, like that's huge.
Yeah.
Because they love the drama, they love relationships, and that's what people want to see nowadays on the internet, and that's why it's so big. But the question is,
are we dating?
are we dating? Yeah!
Yes!
Nah, we are not.
No.
If you guys don't know, we're basically like best friends, and we just, you know, I consider Judah a sister or a cousin or like
cousin.
yeah. Well, not your type of cousins, guys. Not your type of cousins.
So good. No, yeah, we're not dating, guys.
Exclaimer, the last exclaimer, if I ever see anyone come up to me and ask, how is Judah and you together?
Yeah.
Shh.
Aren't you dating that white guy? Oh, wait, yeah, I got asked that yesterday. So, hey, aren't you dating that Paki? I go, no,
he's 20% moldy.
No. He's actually somewhat not my type. No.
No, I don't date a white guy. I date Nixon though.
No, but yeah, guys, we're not dating.
Yeah, we've
never dated. We're just really close. And I think it kind of all started because a lot of people just kept on like thinking us, oh, are you dating? We're like cracking up laughing. So we're just playing around with it and we're like,
Okay, so like I see this question a lot on the internet. Can a guy and a girl have a boy best friend?
Yes.
Yes, they can. I think they can. Well, definitely us.
Yeah.
Definitely
us.
us.
It kind of just depends what kind of relationship you guys have with each other. You know what I mean? Like, me and him, we're not like touchy. Yeah. And I feel like if you're touchy, like that's like, oh. Yeah. But that could lead. Oh, but no, actually, like, me and Jackie, which is my other best friend, Jackie Chang, and me and him, I have two different relationships with him than you, because he's more like affectionate.
What? So you guys are together?
No. No, I mean like we're not like touchy like some people, but like it's like best mate vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm digging myself a hole here. But no.
Yeah. So I think can have a best friend relationship with a guy and a girl. I think you can. And like people say, oh nah, it's just a tool, you know, you break up with your girlfriend and blah 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 or whatever, you know, and then they just get together.
Bro, I've seen so many videos about that. People are like, oh no, they're gonna end up together like if they break up, and I'm like, no, because if you're treating it like brothers, then you're like nah, it comes almost disgusting. Like I can't think of him like that because
No,
there's just like a lot of things like that like, you know, you end up being with that person a lot and you just don't like certain things about them. You're just like, no, I couldn't live with that.
Yeah, and I think it's a different kind of friendship. Like there is those guys that do have the best friend that still are like, oh, she's still good looking.
Yeah,
you know, and they're like, not saying that you're not good looking.
Thank you.
But you know what I mean? They don't have the relationship of friends and just only friends. It's like friends, but it could be more if maybe something, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's like a in between. But I think yes, there can be relationships where girls and boys can be friends.
100%. A girl that actually has so many guy mates and like are my guy mates, like Nixon brothers, Jackie brothers. Like I just can't like imagine them like in a relationship with myself. No. I just don't know how to explain it. It's just like, yeah.
But what if you guys think differently? Comment below. Comment what you think.
I want to know, because like that's nah. You know, you gotta have guy mates. It's cool having guy mates because then you got like an insight into like the guy. Even though I don't talk about boys with this guy, I probably talk about boys with like Jackie, yeah. But there
so what's the conversations go like with Jackie, Judah? Everyone wants to know who's your crush or who's the person. What's your relationship
What's my
status?
love life like?
Yeah.
Everyone would love to know that. I would love to know that myself. Anyway,
I'd love to figure that
I'd
out.
love to figure that out. Non-existent at the moment.
Non-existent.
Yeah. I think it's also
Still looking for the right one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Not
if
looking.
I'm looking.
Yeah. Just waiting.
I'm
Just
not
waiting.
searching. Like I'm not on like
Yeah.
any like dating apps and stuff. I've like thought about it, but I'm like, nah, if I couldn't do it because I feel like it's not authentic enough. You know what I mean? Like for me to get to know someone, I have to like talk to them in person, and
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, like I would have to get myself out there and around social. And literally, the only place I go to is like the gym.
Yeah.
That is like the only place you'll see me. So
Yeah,
I feel like I'm gonna find the love of my life in the gym. So I'm always looking. I'm always looking for guys, and I'm like, no. There's no
Not
one
that
here.
one is yuck. No.
But there's this-
Maybe it's a picky thing. No.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah,
Toy.
yeah.
I'm so picky. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so if you guys want to know my criteria, it's gotta be
7 foot.
7 foot. Nah, but I never thought I had like a. You know, some people are like, nah, it's all about the personality, and it is. It is. At the end of the day, it is. But I gotta say, I'm kind of when I like first see someone, I'm probably gonna look at them.
I think when people say that it's all about the personality, I think it's long term.
Yeah.
You know what I
definitely.
mean? Like when you see someone for the first time, you have to find them attractive. You're not just gonna go for them. But like I guess over time, if you hung out with them more, then that's when the love would develop. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If you didn't find them like highly attractive, but then after a couple of years you're like, oh nah, this guy is getting more attractive once I get to know him. Or if you find the person attractive and they have a shit personality, you'd get with them, and then over time you would realize that nah, that's
Actually
not
a really
the right
good person. Just
person.
had childhood trauma. No.
Yeah, that's not the right person for
Yeah.
me. You know.
Hard because when I like look at someone, at least like one thing, and then like if they can like, so if they're like tall, if you're tall, if you're 6 foot, I kind of like tall guys. I don't really.
And Judah likes white boys.
I like white boys, and I feel I love white boys, but white boys don't love me.
I've tried. I've tried.
It
It just doesn't work.
Just doesn't work. Like apparently it just doesn't work. This is not. But like we like Afakasi. I feel like he has to be like half Māori, half Pākehā. He
Yeah.
can't be too Pākehā, but he can't be too. Oh, no offense. Too Māori because
I don't date Asians. I don't date. They're all picky, picky.
well, at the moment, like I feel like the love of my life could be overseas.
Yeah,
But like,
but you never
personally-
know. Like you always have those sort of, pickiness, and then eventually it changes. It always changes though.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, like 5 years ago, it wasn't the same.
Nah.
No,
Oh,
it's similar
no,
but
no,
different
still-
in
yeah.
ways. Yeah.
Definitely, because I like 5 years ago, I was just like anyone.
Anything that's
Anything,
walking, just
anything.
please.
But no, that's the thing. That's the thing. Okay, I feel like my type would just change all of a sudden if someone just started giving me like a little bit of attention. Not like a lot, but like if he like made the effort to do stuff, because that's like my love language. If someone made the effort to do things with me, it was like make plans with me, or like want to go hang out or go do things or go to the movies, or just anything that they went out of their way to do, like acts of services and like for myself, like that for me is how I fall for someone.
Yeah.
That's how I fall hard and catch feelings.
But what you said before, like when you have to go and speak to when I go and speak to someone, I feel a lot more like I need to speak to someone than talk to them online. Because I've tried dating apps, and I was on Tinder for ages.
I don't know about you trying to do that. You were just typing random stuff.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
no,
shush.
like well, that's because that was just me. Like I couldn't take Tinder seriously.
Yeah.
But then I did in a way, like if I seen one, I was like, oh. But usually when I would see an attractive woman, I would be like, I'd take it seriously, and then they wouldn't reply. But if I didn't take it seriously, they would reply. So I was just like, well, how far out? I should just, start just not taking it seriously and
Just
just
be
say stupid shit.
Yeah, just be shit to women and you'll be sweet.
Hey, you look ugly in your photos.
my
OMG. What's your Instagram? And then you're on. That's tips from the useless duo.
Maybe don't use that tip.
Okay, Judah, I've got a question for you. I got a question. What do you think is heavier, a pound of stone or a pound of feathers?
Sorry, say it again.
Okay. So there's a pound of stone and a pound of feathers. What do you think is heavier?
I feel like this is a trick question.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No.
I'm just gonna go with the feathers.
So what's heavier, the pound of stone or feathers? Or pound of feathers?
Pound of stone.
Yeah. So say, what's heavier, a kilo of stones or a kilo of feathers?
Are you just like playing with me right now?
What do you think?
Isn't like stone also something that's like weighted? Like pound, kilo, stone. I don't know.
So, what's your answer? A kilo of stone or a kilo of feathers? What do you think's heavier?
I'm just gonna go with the feathers. But I don't know. I feel like this is
A kilo of stone or a kilo of feathers?
a kilo of stone. There you go. Kilo of stone.
Yeah, a kilo of stone
stone?
or a kilo of feathers.
Kilo of stone and a kilo of feathers.
Yes.
Which one
Is heavier.
is heavier?
Yeah.
The stone.
My
Okay, am I dumb? Am I dumb?
Yes. It's a kilo of stones and a
You
kilo.
keep saying this. You keep saying this.
Oh my god.
My brain,
Judah.
my right brain, is only comprehending what you're saying and not actually processing of what this is.
Okay. So I'm saying there's a kilo of stones and there's a kilo of feathers. They're both the same weight.
Why?
Because it's a kilo of stones and a kilo of feathers.
But wouldn't if you were to hold a stone and a feather, wouldn't the stone be heavier?
Yeah, but so it could be 2 stones and 1,000,000 feathers because it's a kilo. They weigh a kilo. They both weigh a kilo. I said there's a kilo of stones and a kilo of feathers.
Next question.
Oh my gosh. That was
Bro,
too good.
You can't give me these questions on the potty, bro. Because honestly, my answers will be so...
Anyways, clip that for TikTok.
Anyway, next.
Next question.
So if a kilo car
Yeah.
and a kilo fridge, which one's heavier?
They're both the same because you said they weigh a kilo. If I said there's a feather and a stone, which is heavier, obviously the stone. Because feathers weigh hardly anything.
I think we need to just go get a kilo of stone and a kilo of it. Oh, I just got it.
Oh my god. She still didn't get it until now.
Because I was thinking about, how we weigh our food.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, why don't we just go get a kilo of stone and kilo... The other reason why me and Nixon ain't dating is because...
Dating.
Dating?
And the other reason why Nixon and her are dating.
It's because our horoscopes, our star signs don't align. What star sign are you?
I'm Aquarius.
Yeah, nah. I'm a Virgo. So wait, what's your element?
I don't know. I think it's like a little
Oh
bit.
wait, I would say it was like water or so. Oh no, air. Air.
Yeah?
Eh?
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyway.
I think, no, it is water. It's like a wave.
Oh, what's Maddie?
She's the same.
You guys are supposed to say.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Literally, okay, so Maddie is Nixon's partner, and Maddie is literally exactly like Nixon. When I first met her, like exactly the same person. I was like, what the heck? This is not good. I cannot handle being around two Nixons. Stuff this.
Yeah, because we're only born, she's born the 7th and I'm born the 14th, so a week apart.
Whoa, that is like half of 7.
But no,
half of 14.
I'm a year older though. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So you're just a cradle snatcher.
Yeah. Yeah, I stole her. I was 1 year old and I just walked in and I was like, give it! She's mine!
That one!
Just a 1-year-old kid going into the hospital and you have, like, the 1-year-old gets to choose his girlfriend. I want that one! And so that's how me and Maddie met. I went into the hospital one day when I was about 1 year old, and her mum was giving birth, and I said, "That one,
that one, Mama, that one." But that honestly felt like, wow, I feel like that's fate right there. Like February the 14th, February the 7th. That's like half 14.
It's 1 week, yeah. And my mum's a week after Maddie's too. Well, a little bit. She's the 3rd of February, 7th. So there's so many birthdays. 3rd, my mum, 7th, Maddie, and then 14th, me.
Wow,
all Aquarians.
Buddy Aquarius. I don't like them. That dumbass. No, no, but what's good? So how did you meet Maddie?
Well,
didn't you meet her on Tinder?
No, well, we did actually message on Tinder 2 years before we met. So I was on Tinder and then I messaged her, but I thought I knew her from somewhere, and to this day she always says that I made that up, and maybe I did, but maybe I just wanted to talk to her. But she actually had a boyfriend at the time. So she had a boyfriend and they were just doing Tinder for fun and like just going on there, like doing like just messaging people.
So doing something that you would probably do.
Yeah.
Basically the same person.
Yeah, and so then I ended up messaging her, and then I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I knew you from somewhere. And then I added her on Instagram, and then she was like, oh yeah, me and my boyfriend use this app for fun. And I was like, oh, true. And then I swiped off and never messaged her again.
Oh, real?
Yeah, I never met. Because as soon as she said she had a boyfriend, I was like, oh well, I never knew you in the first place.
Shame. I don't want to talk to you anyway.
And then 2 years after, I met her at Countdown. Actually, I met her at Countdown, and she was trying to reach the top shelf, and I was like, hey, look, I can help you out.
You're joking, eh?
And so I reached for the top shelf, and I helped her put it in her trolley, and then we transferred numbers, and that's how we met.
You're joking, eh?
No, we just met at a club. We just met at Bar 101. But there's a story. It sounds so much nicer, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was like,
she couldn't reach the top shelf, and I had to help her out.
Bro, for a moment there, I was like, whoa.
That's a nice story. Yeah,
like, no way, you didn't tell me about this part.
I was a nice person though. So yeah, no, I was a good boy though. The first night we met, we just chilled out, hanged out backstage, sort of thing. And we're just talking, sort of. The first thing, she came up to me, and she knew who I was, but I didn't remember her from Tinder at this point. And then she goes, but she knew me from TikTok. But she came up to me and she goes, "Hey, what do you do?" And me being me, I said I was like, I'm an account manager. I said, I'm an account manager, and she goes, oh, true, I'm the same. And I was like, no way.
Was she actually?
Yeah, she's an account manager as well. And I was like, no way. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, but she knew that I was an account manager because I did TikTok. Yeah. But I was like, the little shit. She's like trying to pretend she doesn't know who I am. But I said to her, luckily that you didn't tell me that you knew who I was. Otherwise, I wouldn't have talked to you.
Why wouldn't you talk to her though?
Like, oh no, I would talk to her, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't take it to like next level.
Okay, because I get what you mean. Because like when people like know who you are because you're like done videos and stuff, you just feel like they're just gonna use you,
Yeah.
or like they're just talking to you because you're considered famous. Okay, because I like using this because I don't really consider myself like famous, but like but yeah, I get that too, and that's why I also feel like it's hard to find someone is because.
Yeah.
Like they already know who you are, and then you're just like, you kind of have to find someone that's really doing something that you're doing or doesn't mind what
Yeah.
you do.
And that's why it was so like hard with the getting like a girlfriend and stuff, is because I'd be like always in the back of my head like, do they actually like me for me? Like, but like, it sounds dumb because it's like we're not that big and famous, but I think we're big for New Zealand, and it's also like a status that a lot of people would like. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back to when I had a following or whatever, and say Jimmy Jackson was a girl and he came up to me and was talking to me, of course I'm gonna go for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, not saying that I'm a clout chaser, but it's also like a nice status to have. But then you also don't know the person, and it's also like a shitty kind of way to meet someone, because it's like, because they only know my point of view of what I post online, and they already know me and I don't know them.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a difficult kind of thing.
We're not trying to we're trying so hard to not make us sound like we're cocky, because we're not. We're really not. We're genuinely actually like really good people. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
But we're trying to like make this explain this how best we can. But yeah, definitely, it's definitely so hard because you just don't know, like, do they like me because of me, or do they just like me because I have like 600,000 followers? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like what I portray online is like kind of like who I am in person. So, and I feel like it's good to keep it like that, because then people expect to know, they know part of who I am, but they don't know the whole part of me. So then it's just like, I don't know if you like, If someone came up to me and they knew me off TikTok, I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? But if they wanted to get to know me, like, I'd probably be also a bit weary, because I just don't know, like, if they like me because of me, or just like me because of my, like, who I am.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, even with friends, like, you meet some friends and they know you because of TikTok. It doesn't make you bad because you know us from TikTok and we're never going to be your friend. It's just different, like, because it's also like you have in the back of your mind that, these friends that have come because they know you from TikTok, that have come up and talked to you, you're like, but what if I didn't have a TikTok? What if I wasn't famous? Would they still want to be my friend? Would they still come up to talk to me, even though I'm like, not because of that first thing? You know what I mean? Like, it's the first interaction. Like, would they have still wanted to talk to me if I wasn't famous? You know what I mean?
No.
Like, because it's like if I was a nobody and I went out somewhere, would people still want to talk to me if I wasn't famous? Would people still go, "You're the man, bro, like, want to be my friend?" Or is it like, because I have that following and they want to become friends with me because they think I'm cool online? And like, it's not I don't know how to explain it. But
and like, especially like it's definitely also hard, both in any kind of relationships, for like, I feel like this is ratchet, but anyway, for us, like, it's also hard to make friends as well, because you just don't know genuinely, are like they your mates because you're your mates, or are they just with you because Jimmy Jackson, or something, like, we always keep it kind of wary at the start. But if we started, like, if you were like a dope ass person and we got to know like you, and you got to know like us personally, then we probably still keep like, we'll probably that we'll probably make friends with you. You know what I mean? Because like, I've made mates from like the clubs, and I've like carried on like talking to him, and I've like talked to him about this as well. And he was like, yeah, no, I can understand where you're coming from. And then he goes, yeah, no, I didn't even know what you did. And I was like, cool. It's kind of cool, because I just like, but now like your video, like, you are a crack up person, and I love your videos and stuff, but like, that wouldn't matter to me. Like, what you like, all your following and stuff, that, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're like a dope person just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
I love that.
I think what we're trying to say is it's a lot harder to gain someone's trust that knows us from our videos than someone that doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier for us to just go off and just pretend that we aren't famous when we meet someone else that doesn't know us, which is like a nice feeling sometimes too, when you're like, when you just have like a nice, genuine conversation with someone that doesn't know who you are. And it's just, you meet someone and you're just like, you have a genuine mean conversation, the guy's gangster, and he had no clue who you were.
Yeah.
You know? And then that's sort of why I think me and Maddie gelled, is because she didn't know who I was, and then that's why I like ended up talking to her a lot more. But obviously she does know, and she's not a clout chaser or anything like that.
Are you really
She doesn't even let me post her. Fuck.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, like she does let me post her, but it's like, oh my god, I look so ugly in that photo.
I feel like that's also like the other thing when you start getting into relationships. Like if I got into a relationship, yeah, I would want to post them, but like I also kind of want to keep it like low key. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause then like I don't want everyone to know everything about my life, and then like what if something happened, and then it's gonna be like this big thing. Oh wait, she's going out with a new person.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Because if you keep on doing but then don't quote me off this if I started posting them. And went against what
Is this
everything
gonna
I
take
said.
this clip from this podcast, and then you're like, oh my god, my new boyfriend. Yeah.
Because I probably would. I would low key want to show off my boyfriend, but but also kind of like keep it low key at the same time.
I think me and Maddie, I don't really post her. Like I post her sometimes.
Oh my gosh! Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna cut you off there. I saw a fucking story the other day. I think it was like when you went out with Uncle and them to and you're like, my girlfriend's so beautiful, or something like this. I was like, that is probably like the nicest thing you have ever said about Maddie on your story.
Yeah, usually I say like freak or
something like that. He's always like freak, but a dumbass or something like that. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, read that, and I was like, either he's drunk.
He's drunk from writing his Mrs. is beautiful on his Instagram, or
he's drunk.
But I wasn't drunk. I had
No.
I had three drinks. I had 3 drinks that night.
But he does have those moments where you just all of a sudden like show affection. He's like, I wouldn't like you're I wouldn't say that you're very like affectionate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not, but like I feel like it would be like your love language is like acts of service, like doing things for people.
Yeah.
Like how is that how you show?
I don't know. It's different. Like I mean, well, like I was always that person that would never say like I love you. I don't really like say that much, but I have got to saying that a bit more with Maddie.
Yeah,
but I think it's like I don't know. It's just like a different type of like relationship. You know what I mean? Like friends. Like I love my friends and I love my girlfriend. But I don't know. It's just different. Like it's like a completely different thing that I'm experiencing with her. You know what I mean? And I think it's like also changed me to be more affectionate, I guess. Yeah. In a way. But yeah, I don't know. But I hate like I don't like kissing in public and that kind of stuff. I hate that stuff.
What is it? PTSD?
PTSD. A PTSD of kissing in public. I'm scared.
Post-traumatic stress.
Because it happened once and I got recorded. Nah.
PDA?
I don't know.
Public display.
Public display, yeah. Something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but, yeah. No, I think, I don't know. But, yeah. No, I do say I love you to my girlfriend. Sometimes. But yeah, no, when I think of like I love you, I think it's something that you have to say with like real meaning. Yeah. And like, but also you can't say I love you too much. Because I feel like if you say I love you too much, it's just, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So you take your words very seriously when you say them, eh? So like, so using like I love you is very like, is something very important. Yeah, if I heard you say I love you, I'd be like,
What's up?
Whoa, are you alright?
Yeah.
Are
No,
you
but
okay?
see, like, I just think that I think I show, I guess, rather than saying it,
Yeah.
I just show it more rather than being like, I
Yeah.
love you.
Definitely, because like honestly, one time, okay, so why I feel like his love language acts of service is that one time I think it was like I was trying to put my little suitcase in the car, and I remember this vividly, and he grabbed my suitcase and chucked it in the van, and I was like, wow, thank you very much. I thought that was such a, I was like, wow,
Wow, he loves
thank
me.
you.
He lifted up my suitcase.
He's lifted
and
up
put it in
my
the
suitcase
car.
and put it in the car.
Oh my gosh.
But also, this guy, okay, I don't know if anyway, it was my 21st birthday, and he drove all the way from the West Auckland to South Auckland
In the middle of a lockdown.
in the middle of lockdown and gave me a present. Well, obviously, he couldn't come inside, so, you know. And
Just left it at the letterbox.
yeah, contactless present. And I was like, you're a real one. You're a real one. Honestly, because like, I was like, it was my 21st birthday and I couldn't have my 21st birthday. And the fact that this guy came all the way from West Auckland and me not expecting it and ended up dropping something off, I was like, you're the man. Honestly, you're the man. You're the man, bro.
Thanks, G. Thank
Honestly,
you.
because I hold all my mates against that, eh? I ended up telling my mates, I was like,
Where
know
were
what?
you?
yeah, oh, no. Oh, I actually got upset and I was like, everyone had 21st birthdays and stuff and I did it and no one showed effort for my 21st birthday except for Nixon. And like,
It's 'cause I'm the man.
yeah, and I was like, yeah, that's a fucking 10. Get your best mate like that, bro. Get your best mate like that.
Yeah, and her mates live in South Auckland,
Oi!
right where she is. I live in West. It's an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, no, it's like an hour drive.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that why I got upset as well was because of exactly that. And I was like, oh. But my mates understood. Like I tell my mates everything. If I'm upset, I'll tell them. So I ended up telling them about that, and they understood, and then they ended up throwing me a surprise party. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, which was
After
really
I
cool.
told them. No.
After I told him, no.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. It was good. My mates are really good mates. But yeah, that really stood out for me. I would never forget that. Never.
What's have you ever had like a really bad fight with one of your mates?
um
That you can share?
oh
That like, you know, like you resolved. Oh, what about a silly fight? Like a silly fight,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you realize afterwards, what the
Yeah.
hell? Like something dumb that you fought over, and then afterwards you're like, oh, that was dumb.
yeah, so me and my best mate Anushka, like if you ain't best mates and if you haven't had like fights and like disagreements about stuff, then they're not really a mate. Hey, like if you can't fight with them and then like come back and resolve it and everything be all good, then yeah, you didn't have a good friendship with them. So Nushka's been around with me for like ages, since like high school, and like we'll have our ups and downs and stuff. But like I think like our last argument, my last disappointment was when we went to Queenstown and we're out clubbing and stuff, and you know how like when you're with your mates, you're supposed to like keep tabs, like if you're gonna go off like message and stuff, and then like
Yep.
you know, and then you were like, oh, okay, sweet ass. Well, I was getting frustrated because I couldn't find her,
Yep.
and like every time I tried to look for her, like I just couldn't find her, and I was getting angry about that. And then like I was like, oh, where are you? And she was like, oh, I'm here. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I'll go find her, and I was like, oh yeah, got her. And then all of a sudden, I'm like gone again, and
Yep.
I'm just like, mate, where is this chick? And it's just like kept on, like, she wouldn't text me, and I was like, because normally like that's like the go, we normally do that, so that
Yep.
was like weird for me for her not to message or like not to know where they are.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, damn it. So I was like, I got like angry as, ended up messaging. Hold up. Anyway, I got just really frustrated and stuff, and then I was like, oh, where are you? And then like I saw it, and she was like, oh, I'm over here. And then I went to go grab her, and I was like, looked at it, and I was just like, I do this thing where I just get the silent treatment. He knows it.
Oh,
And then like, you know, she's just like, then
not
I'm
the
just like,
silent treatment.
I was just like,
It's like the silent treatment. It's like Judah fold her arms, like stare at you with just disbelief,
Yeah, just
and just like give you the eyes,
Just-
and then just like walk off and say nothing, and just like you just feel like you've just stabbed her in the stomach or something. Like just imagine stabbing Judah, and then her going to court and watching you take the stand. That's the kind of like look she's giving you right now.
Anyway, yeah, and I was just like, oh, like I was really pissed off, like it really, like, but yeah, so I was just like upset about it because it's just not. Why I was really upset was because it's not a common thing for our friend group not to like keep tabs on each other and stuff, and then like obviously like it happened like twice, and I was like, ugh, this jerk. Anyway. And then she understood why I was upset, and she came up to me, and I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of like drunk as well. And then we couldn't get an Uber, and we had to walk 4.2 Ks home. And I was like, I was so upset, and I was just like walked off, and I was like, lucky I was so upset because I wouldn't have made it home if I was not drunk, or I wasn't upset.
Oh, you could just imagine the Judah angry stride walk home.
Just like this.
Like she'd be like far forward from the pack, and the pack would just be at the back, and she'd be like,
"Oh, it is. It was. It's exactly that.
Yeah, I know.
It was exactly that. It was me, my two mates, and my other two mates. And yeah, and then I was just up here, just like walking home. I was like, nah, stop this, man. She puts me off, dumbass. And I was just like, fuck, nah, I shouldn't be angry at her because literally I was thinking, this is it. This is it. I don't want to be friends with her.
I don't want to be friends with her. She didn't message me where she was.
This is it. I don't want to be friends with her. I'm done with this. I'm done with this friendship. And then I got home, and she was like sitting on the steps, and I was just like walk past her, and I went to bed. And oh no, actually I went to go eat some pizza, and then I went to bed. And then I woke up in the morning.
See, it's always when Jenna gets angry, the fridge opens.
I need food, bro. I need food to fill my anger, bro. I just spent like 4.2 Ks. You know how many calories that is? I just lost so many calories. But I got my steps in, bro. I got like freaking 14,000 steps that day. I was so proud of myself. But anyway, woke up in the morning and I was like, that was a bit stupid.
It's always the morning wake ups after drinking, eh? Like, what happened? Why did that happen?
Yeah,
that was kind of dumb, eh?
That was a bit of a dumb thing to be upset about. If I ended up telling her, because I tell her everything. I was like, yeah, I thought about that. But then I realized that it was a pretty stupid thing to think about.
Yeah.
I was like cracking up laughing. But you know those things that are like, oh, but if you thought it, then that means you mean it. And then I was like, at that time, probably. But no, I don't. I would rather keep my friendship than waste it over some stupid thing.
Yeah,
and I was just cracking up laughing there, and I was just like, I'm sorry, my guy. But we ended up talking about it the next day, and she was like apologizing and stuff, and I was like, yeah, all good. And water underneath the fridge, like, yeah. I advise you guys, like, if you guys have like troubles with your mates, just talk about it. Just talk about it, because I realized that a lot of friends, I think, hold a lot of grudges, and that makes me like, I buzz out about that, because like, why would you hold grudges against your mates if they're your mates?
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't you want to resolve it because they're like, you want to keep them in your life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So resolve it, and you won't have all this like burden on your shoulders. Yeah. So I'm a very straight up person. Like, if I do care about our friendship or our relationship, then I probably will talk about it and bring it up, just so that I feel comfortable around you guys, because I cannot hold that pressure and that burden on my shoulders.
Yeah. Well, it's like the same with me and like Maddie. Like, we have so many stupid little like fights that are just so dumb, and it's usually like we'll have the fight, then we'll go to sleep, and then we'll resolve it in the morning. But see, like, I'm the thing with me and Maddie is Maddie likes to like sleep on it, and I don't. I'm like, I want to resolve this. So like, the worst thing is we'll have a fight, then Maddie will go, I'm going to bed now. And she'll go to bed and I'll be stuck there thinking like all these like different things in my head. I'm like,
She's like sleeping good as a.
yeah.
She's
I'm like, how can you just like fall asleep like after a fight, you know?
You're just sitting up like.
Yeah. And because I'm sitting up and I'm thinking like, oh, she's done wrong. Like, I'm like, what did she do today that was wrong? She didn't do the dishes and like, like shit like that. And she's just, and then I look over and she's just sound asleep. I'm like, how the fuck? And then I'm just like, I'm gonna rip into her tomorrow. Once she wakes up, it's gonna be hundies. And then she wakes up and then I wake up and I'm like, are you okay, baby? It's like the next day I'm like, nah. Because it's like, do you want this fight? Because really, realistically, it's always what happens is you'll both have some grudge against each other. Because it's always, every time we have a fight, it's always about who's gonna win. Like I think that's usually what it's always, or it's always like you have to say sorry. No, you have to say sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we just have to end up like putting our, I guess you'd call it egos aside in the fight, and then that's how we resolve it, is just we both have to say sorry. Even if we think we didn't do something wrong, like we both have to say sorry and say the things that we did wrong. Well, if I didn't know what I did wrong, I'd ask her, I'd be like, what did I do wrong? She'd be like, you didn't do the dishes, you didn't you didn't give me a hug, and you locked Squid outside, I don't know. And I'll be like, you shot me in the leg. Nah. And then you both have to say sorry, and then that's sort of how you resolve it. But usually it's like the next morning we're like some of the things we fight over is just silly. Like I remember there was like one time we went out and I was out with my sister and stuff, and we were all drinking, and then Maddie felt sick because she wanted to go home, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll come home with you. And then I got in the car, and then she's like, why didn't you stay? And I was like, because I wanted to come home. And she's like, no, you're just doing that because I wanted to come home. And we had a fight because she was angry that I came home with her because she thought I was coming home because she was coming home. And like, I was just coming home because she was coming home and I wanted to stay. But I was like, I wanted to come home too, though. Yeah. Like, I didn't mind coming home or staying. And then she's like, yeah, so we had a fight about that. And then the next morning we were like, oh no, that was dumb, eh? Yeah. You just wanted to come home.
Do you understand why she probably would have got upset with you coming though? Because like what I would think of was because
yeah, no, I do.
Yeah, it's because like, oh wait, no,
yeah,
she's just like, oh, she's a chick girlfriend, like he has to go when she has to go.
Yeah,
kind of thing. You know?
Yeah. Nah, well, yeah, no, but I think that was like, I was keen to go home too. That's what I was trying to say to it. Like, I was keen to go home too. Like, I didn't mind if I went home. I wanted to go home as well. Yeah. But then that's why we had the fight. And then I was like, well, this I don't understand why you're getting grumpy. I wanted to come home. Like, you know what I mean?
She wakes up in the morning. No, you really did want to come home.
Yeah. So silly fights. Comment your guys' silly fights that you guys have had.
Yeah, because that is pretty... It's pretty silly.
Yeah.
Have you and Mana had a fight? Wait, no, actually, jokes. Before we get into that, we've had fights as well, and we're both very stubborn when it comes to saying sorry.
Yeah, and so usually, as you've heard, when Judah gets angry, she puts on her headphones and she listens to music, and she won't say a word to you, and then she'll open the fridge.
Yeah, so I have like.
But what's my like secret angriness? Like, how do you know that I'm grumpy?
I don't know that you're grumpy. I don't know. It's like when you just like don't respond that much.
Yeah.
I guess like you'll sit there on your phone. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
No, I was like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
whatever then. It's
yeah,
those ones,
yeah. And you just like minimal eye contact.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about a fight that we've had?
Oh my gosh! Is this about the?
What?
I've only known like a couple.
Yeah, I only remember.
I've been like pretty.
I only.
the eating with your hands one.
Yeah, I only remember that one vividly.
Yeah, that's like the and a club one.
In a club.
And the club one.
Oh, lemon.
Yeah, lemon. Oh, that was a dumb one. That's a dumb story, though.
Yeah, see that one made no sense. That was a silly one.
Dumb one.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them were dumb.
Yeah. Wait, well, why don't we tell that one then? The lemon one?
The club one.
Yeah. Because that one...
Oh, wait, yeah. Anyway, okay, so a fight that we had was, there was this girl that I did not know, and then I thought she knew him.
No, she was hanging out with us, remember?
Yeah, I know, but, like, she kept on talking to me, and I didn't want to talk to her, and, like, I just was trying to, like, give her back to Nixon, because she knew Nixon, and I was like, oh, man, I don't want to talk to this, like, no offense, like, I just don't want to, like, talk to this girl, and I was just like, Nixon, help.
Yeah,
And
so basically there was this chick that was following us, and she was wanting to talk to me, and I knew her, and she was trying to talk to me, and she was interested in me, and then there was another girl that was with us, and so I was pretending to get with her so that she would leave. And so I told her that, like, but Judah didn't know this was happening. She was just talking to the other girl that was, like, trying to talk to me. And then there was another girl that was pretending to be my new girlfriend so that she would leave. And then we have this saying that we would say if we're actually really, really pissed off with each other, we'd say lemon. And that means, like, you're fucked up, you've done something wrong, like, you need to sort it out, you need to say sorry, Nixon. And so she comes up to me and she goes, lemon. And I was like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? And so, like, obviously I didn't know that girl was like, well, I knew that girl was talking to her, but I didn't know that she was getting pissed off with her sort of thing. And then I was like, trying to get her to leave because I was trying to get another, It
was kind of like one of those moments where you just misunderstanding and we didn't really communicate.
It's always when you go out drinking, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't drink alcohol.
Don't drink alcohol.
I don't actually think I was drinking that night. But it wasn't, it was just
so
like,
even
just
worse. She's angry sober.
Angry sober. Nah, I think this girl was just annoying, so I just didn't want to, like, have her, and I was just like, oh, come on, mate, help me out. You know, it's your mate. You know, you get her to go somewhere else. And then, obviously, just miscommunication. Didn't really talk about these two different kind of, like, plans that we were having. He was helping himself, and I was out here just like, help me. Help me too.
I was like helping myself by talking to this other girl so that she wouldn't talk to me.
Anyway, as you can tell, dumb.
Dumb as.